Alrighty, we are now live. What is up, YouTube? We're gonna do team reviews with this stream. I know it is everyone's favorite, or at least one of their favorites amongst my live streams, so we'll give it a minute or two, get things going here. Pittsburgh Pirates fan 17, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. No, you used to go by Pirates fan, now you're Pittsburgh Pirates fan. Emmanuel, what's good? Welcome to the stream. This is when I'm streaming, by the way. I did see your question a little bit ago. I figured, you know what? I'll just go live, and hopefully that works. Jules, it's been a while. If I don't have you added on this account, make sure I have you added, but otherwise I can get your team reviewed. Matthew, welcome to the stream. Pirates fan, you want to be first? We can definitely try to do that. Honestly, you can't believe I watch Dimer Dillons. Who is Dimer Dillons? Steve, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I know we've been talking on Twitter, trying to get you the setup for trying to get you set up to record your packs. I know you have a bunch. Tie too tight. I'm glad this is better than you getting texted. Welcome to the stream. Emmanuel, all right, I got this 11. Let me send it here. I'm already friends with you on this account, so that's perfect. At Pittsburgh Pirates fan, we can still get you in pretty early. Johnny Carr, getting to your message, you said you just started last week and you're at A team overall, no money spent. That's really good. And you want to know who the best pitcher in this game is? B-Mark44, absolutely. Can get you in. And then Utopia 115. I'll get a couple buddy requests sent here. No, I don't want to use dictation. Not even sure how that would work. Alright, B-Mark44. There we go. Get Utopia. Then I'm going to look up, get a couple good pitchers spotted out for you, Johnny. And then I'll start doing the actual team reviews. That's going to be the name of the game here. RWB team, what's good, man? It's been a hot minute since you've been at a stream or a video that I've known of, but welcome. I can absolutely look at your team. I'm guessing you're red, white, blue team still. Let me know if it's not that. If you switched accounts or something. Red Sox 2212, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Johnny, I'll send it over. I'm gonna stream at least until 9 o'clock Eastern. I think maintenance might be starting then. We'll have to see for sure. That's right, Jules, you're legendary with that B mixed in there. Get you added. I was going to look up some good starting pitchers, and then I'm going to start the team reviews. Easy Isaiah Game YT, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Doing some MLB Perfect Inning 2018, just team reviews. Now with starting pitchers, the argument can be made pretty easily that a legend starting pitcher is going to be the best pitcher in the game. What I'm going to try to do is look at non-legend starters, and then after that, we'll do team reviews. Everyone who's commented to this point will for sure get in. Beyond that, I'll try to get in what I can. I don't know how many I'll be able to get in total, just because once maintenance starts. But yeah. Trying to do an all Sox team. Do I know any good players? That's kind of an open-ended question, to be honest. I mean, there's plenty of good players out there. Certainly, there's plenty of good players out there. But in terms of, like, the position you need and trying to balance a budget with with still getting good players is a challenge. All right, Johnny, you accepted it. I'm going to look at some really top-of-the-line starters quick, and then we will get to team reviews. And easy Isaiah Game YT. We were definitely killing it in Battlelands yesterday. Once this game goes into maintenance in a couple hours, I'll probably hop over to Battlelands and do some gameplay. Jeffrey Liu, welcome to the stream. You want me to please do your team for a team review? We can definitely get that in. We do have a few people already in the queue, but there should be plenty of time to get to your team during the stream. Now, in terms of the best pitchers, like that Kershaw is really good. I mean, certainly, honestly, anything over 90, you really want to focus on the pitch mix. If you can work with a pitch mix, it's a good card. All right, I'm going to do the first team review or two. Red Sox, you want... Oh, relief pitchers for under 400 mil on the Red Sox. I don't know of many. I know their bullpen is pretty expensive. Do a super quick look. I would say in general for good starters, I really like John Lester in this game. I like Nathan Perez. What's good? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, I really like John Lester as a starting pitcher in this game. I'm trying to think. Felix Hernandez has really good cards with both the curveball and the sinker. All right, you switched out Keuchel for Archer. Neither of them are terrible, but they don't have the best pitch. Excuse me, they don't have the best pitch mix either. So we're looking quickly for cheap relief pitchers on the Red Sox. And for under 400 million, there are not very many. Several requests. Matthew's currently trying to sell a high-class Stroman if anyone wants him. Yes, Steve, I agree with that. Most Corey Kluber cards are very good. All right, so I have Utopia added here. Let's take a look at his team. We're just going to go left to right. I'll try to mix in the new people who have added me with the old people I've had added previously. Do the best I can to balance it. I will get to reviewing everyone who's asked so far. But looking at Utopia, 25 Dodgers players all +4 or higher. Dodgers teams can be pretty expensive, so the fact that you've gotten an entire 25-man Dodgers roster to at least +4 is very impressive, to be honest. Red Sox, you played Clee Indian in a live battle the other day. I played him literally yesterday. Jeffrey Liu, yeah, we can get you up next. I think you're literally right next to Utopia. All right, Good Time Sox with 3 O's. I'll get you added, Jason, to your Good Time Sox once I've reviewed Utopia. Now, looking at Utopia's starting rotation, he could maybe have Hyunjin Ryu in there, but I don't see any problems with Kershaw, Greinke, Wood, Rich Hill, or Kenta Maeda. Soidi Abdul Hamid, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. That's right, you're AAQWWSC. I'll send you a friend request as well once I'm done reviewing Utopia's team. Red Sox, I can try to get yours in. Yeah, I'll get as many teams in as I can. If anyone wants to play Steve, go for it. Steve, I know we've talked about playing. We need to actually get a game in sometime soon. I mean, we don't, need to, but I would like to, actually get a game in and not just talk about it. Anyways, for the bullpen for Utopia's Dodgers team, only one lefty. I like to have at least 2 lefties and 2 righties when possible. So that would be kind of a, I mean, not a huge issue, but a small point where you could improve this team a little bit. It's just getting another lefty out of the bullpen. I'm going to look at that Kenley Jansen's pitch mix because I'm not familiar with his high class card. I know his other cards don't have the best pitch mix, but high class cards tend to have the best pitch mixes out there. In terms of the other relievers, I don't really see any problems with any of them besides, again, only one lefty and 5 righties. Ducky, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you've been well recently. I think I've seen you once, a week or two maybe. Sorry, not a week or two. A week or two ago, maybe. Keep it family friendly in the chat. This chat's a lot better than Fortnite chats or PUBG chats, Ducky. Everyone's pretty chill, but it is a good reminder in general. As for this hitting lineup, Chris Taylor in left field, that it's not necessarily the best as a pure left fielder. Ian 81705, Hager New, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. I'm glad to have you here. I'm just looking at people's teams in MLB Perfect Inning 2018 and trying to give team reviews as best as I can. Kosue Renzo, welcome to the stream. I'm guessing that's your username, in which case I'll try to get you added here. Ace X Cash, you're kind of low on coins and you don't have any good players to sell. Advice to get your coins back up: simulate seasons. There's double postseason rewards through maintenance tonight, and then all of next week there's double season playoff rewards as well. What games have I been playing lately? You've been playing a lot of 2K19. I've been playing Perfect Inning a little bit. I've also been playing Madden Mobile, FIFA Mobile, and 2K19 Mobile. Ali, welcome to the stream. You're saying subscribe if you want to see more content. That certainly is a good way to go about things. Joan Fiend BRP, can I review Boys? I can certainly try to get it in. I'll get as many reviews in as I can between now and when maintenance starts. Back to Utopia's hitting lineup. Seager, a very strong shortstop, and by far the best on the Dodgers. With Taylor, I was going to say Kemp is another good left fielder. But looking at the construction of this team, Kemp's in center. Bellinger on the bench is interesting. You could get a center fielder Bellinger card. Kemp in left. Taylor off the bench, maybe. Not saying you have to do it. Not saying that's the best. Then Turner at third, Martin at catcher, Kemp in center, Adrian Gonzalez, that's right, he used to be a Dodger at first, Puig in right, D. Gordon at second, and then off the bench, Ethier, Bellinger, Peterson, Grandal, and Hanley, with A.J. Ellis at DH. This is a pretty strong-looking Dodgers roster. How is 2K19 on iPhone? It's okay. There's been better games out there. Ian, okay, there we go. You typoed it. And I think everyone who's asked me to add them added here, and then we'll get to more team reviews. Just scrolling back up a bit to make sure I don't miss anybody. If I miss any chat messages in the next minute, I will get back to those as soon as I possibly can. There we go. Get Soity requested. Kosue Renzo. Spell it how I see it. I do have an Instagram. It's Skull Gaming Network, all lowercase, all together, no spaces, dots, underscores, dashes, anything fancy. All right, Tight wants to get reviewed. We'll get you in the queue. Boys, there we go. Your team has upgraded since last time. I look forward to seeing that pretty soon. You're in my league with the Lakers and Golden State. Nice. I have my league player for the Hawks. I've been playing a little bit without recording it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to package that into a video. But I have some ideas. I have some ideas for what I'm going to do for my next My Career video. Alright, we're doing Jeffrey Lou next, then Pirates Fan 17. I can try to get you in. Then Johnny, I know you've been here pretty early, so we'll try to get you in as well. Ali, what do you mean? How is that under review about Ian? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Looking at Jeff's Jays. 25 players, all +2 or higher. No true team deck. And Alan Trammell, legend at +2. Pretty nice. I think I might do that where I sell most of my legends. Just keep one legend and boost the one legend to a +4 for my team. Have I gotten any donations lately? I have gotten a couple from Pro Gamer 225 or Ali during my Battlelands streams. Very generous, not expected at all. Ian 81706. Alright, I'll send it to that one after this team review. Anything's appreciated, but nothing's expected or required. Anyways, for Jeff J's teams, he has that Corey Kluber. Kluber, one of the best starters in the game, along with Lester. David Price and Justin Verlander, similar pitch mixes to each other. Not quite as good as Kluber and Lester, in my opinion, but still up there. Very solid. And Clayton Kershaw, it is not a bad starter. His pitch mix, for me personally, I could have a little bit better. But that's just me being nitpicky. I'm not going to say not to have a Kershaw card on your team. You don't mind the season's best. You're selling a lot of players. Oh, for your bullpen, Red Sox? I suppose that could work at least to start. Carson, how do you make a bunch of coins? Good question. The best way to make coins in this game, season mode, hit the simulate button. You can simulate up to 20 games at a time. So if you have, if you've got to do homework, let's say, and you're not going to play any games on your phone because you're trying to actually get your homework done, you just hit start, get 20 season games going on your phone or tablet or even an Android emulator on a computer. Have that run, do homework, eat dinner, whatever you'd be doing, and then just check back in an hour and 15 minutes, somewhere in there, when the 20 games are done, start another 20 going, and just kind of run that. Then you do get complete tickets for free. You can also spend diamonds on them, but really season mode is going to give you coins, it's going to give you diamonds, and it's going to give you packs. The packs, the cards you get, either directly upgrade your team or indirectly. If you don't put them on your team, you can use them to boost other players on your team, or you can sell them on the market to buy the players you want with the coins you get. So it's really a win-win-win situation. The diamonds can be used for training and boosting recovery. They can be used on packs. What I would say is actually use them on season complete tickets to get more seasons in. Or wait for the packs to be on a good sale. So when the packs were 80% off a month or two ago, that's when I spent a bunch of diamonds on packs because they were actually worthwhile. Back to Jeffrey Lou's bullpen, though. His entire bullpen is right-handed. Jeffrey Lou, I would recommend getting a lefty reliever or two. But of the guys you have, I like Herrera. Kimbrel has kind of a simple pitch mix, to be honest. Hendricks is pretty solid. Bradley's pretty solid. Again, coins, season mode is the best way. Oh, Ducky, you haven't been here in so long. This stream is family friendly. Yeah, it is. I would say the chat's honestly like 98 to 99% good about being family friendly. Kosway Renzo, I tried looking up your team and couldn't find it, so I would recommend checking your username to make sure you have it right. Unknown Games, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. I'm not too familiar on Thornburg versus Broxton. I'd say one of those two and probably Kimbrel could be replaced for lefty relievers. Just you have a couple lefties you can throw in there. Play your righty-lefty matchups. Alright, Ace X Cash, your Indie Elite. I'll send you a friend request once I'm done with Jeff J's team. Now looking at his hitting lineup, Altuve, great contact speed guy. Not going to have much power. Defense will be about average, but that's okay at second base. And that's good for a leadoff hitter. Get him on base. Nice little single. Use the speed. Ducky, let's have you not say that. I mean, it got through, but I don't want to see you saying that. Ollie, you thought you wet the bed, but it was your Vimto drink? What? What? Carson, simulate season mode. When you win the World Series, you get a bunch of coins, a bunch of packs, and some diamonds. Alright, Cubs Champs 2016, and welcome to the stream, Mikey. We've got Jess2, and we've got Nathan Perez wanting reviews. Guys, I'll review as many teams as I can. There's only so much time. But I'm going to get through as many of these as I can while also giving decent reviews. Back to Jeff J's team. Bryce Harper can absolutely rake. Aaron Judge, great power hitter, and at plus 10, that's a lethal card. Good defense in right field. At most, it's a little bit slow, but that's not awful. Albert Pujols should be able to hit for good contact, decent power. Ellie, you're saying, geez, lots of people, 27 viewers. Ellie, I know you're into Battlelands, and like that's where we've met up. And I stream Battlelands because I enjoy it, but certainly a lot of my following is from Perfect Inning 2018, so that's where the most viewers are going to show up. Lucky, you're asking why you're watching this. Am I going to stream PUBG again? I honestly don't know if I'll actually stream PUBG. I mean, I do Battlelands, and to me that's kind of been more fun than Fortnite or PUBG. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream and want to leave a like, it's appreciated. I understand if you don't want to. Not everybody feels the same way about everything, but like Pro Gamer or Ali is saying, it would be appreciated. Dude, don't time out Jeffrey Liu. Don't time out Jeffrey Liu, Ducky. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Ducky, don't make me fire you from mod. I could hire Jeffrey Liu as mod because he's always here. He's chill. How is my chat toxic, Ducky? Yeah, season mode is by far the best. Johnny, you are in the queue. You should be one of the next one or two. Alright, to Jeffrey Liu's team, though. Robin Yount off your bench? That's insane. I mean, it works, but that's an insanely good card off the bench to have as a legend. Mauer is a good hitting catcher. Trout, really solid all-around center fielder. I don't really have a problem with any of the rest of the guys on your team. Just the fact you have Yount and Gregorius off the bench. I feel like you could almost sell one or two of those guys. Not saying that you have to, but there's so much coin value in those guys. You could probably do some more for your team. If you wanted to. Otherwise, just having those cards would be fun. I would keep Reyes. He has good speed. Then Donaldson and McCutcheon, because they play different positions. They both have some advantages as batters. Oliver, that is a good question. I kind of have a stream schedule. Sometimes it is random. I try to use the community tab and post a couple days in advance. I will say every Wednesday night is MLB Perfect Inning team reviews, normally from an hour and a half to 2 hours before when maintenance is going to start, up until when maintenance starts itself. And then, other than that, I generally try to use the community tab. Sometimes it is spontaneous. So I'd say it's like 50-50. That is a very good question, though, Oliver. Certainly, if you'd like to see a better stream schedule, I can try to keep working on like actually making a schedule for streams, even if it's literally just like a day or two in advance, just so you guys know. All right, Jeffrey Liu, I'm sorry that you got put into a timeout. You know what? I'm going to give you mod, man. Because I think that should override the timeout. And you've been around a while. You definitely deserve it, in my opinion. I've always been friendly to the channel. Even though it took me a while to realize that the Guess Who Jeffrey Liu thing was always meant to be fun. Ducky, what are you saying is toxic? Liam, I can try to get a team review in for you. I know I have a lot of people who have requested. I'm going to get as many in as I can while also still doing a quality job for everybody. Melvin, are you wanting a team review done? Tai Tutai, I'm giving you mod too, because when I give people mod, I don't expect them to want to mod. I give it to them because I respect that they've been at streams, spending the time, and I would trust them to make the right decisions. Ducky, I think that you're misunderstanding to be next. Do I have you added already? Yeah, like Ian said, guys, there's no reason to be rude to each other. I think we're all here for the same reason, which is to talk about perfect inning rosters, look at teams. I enjoy making these streams, but I don't want it to become a thing where everybody's arguing. Alright, I did send out some more friend requests. Shoot, who... Alright, I've got to figure out who's next. I know that... who was it exactly? Ducky, I understand you can't be at the stream every day. Ducky, I'm not taking your mod away. I'm just saying, like... There are people who are here a lot, and automatically timing them out over really petty stuff is not going to do anybody any good. So HHH, CTT, BBB was one of the first people here, so I'm reviewing his team next. If we take a look, no badges. That's not necessarily bad. I'm gonna look at what that actually means in the bigger picture, though. So the high-class Arrieta, Zimmerman, Petit, Albers, Batista. This team could get boosted to a +2 overall sometime in the near future. Yep, Johnny Carr. Ducky, I'm not firing you, man. Just let's everybody take a chill pill. Guys, Ducky means well. He just made a mistake. Ducky, I know you didn't mean to upset anyone. Jacob deGrom already won the NL Cy Young this year, Pirates fan. Ducky, you can't say that. Jeffrey Lou, it's not your fault at all, man. Jeffrey Lou, it's not your fault at all. Ducky, I know you've been with me for a long time, man. I'm telling you, nobody in this chat has negative intentions unless somebody new comes in with negative intentions right now. I know you don't have negative intentions, but right now, I hate to say it, and I hate to be mean, but I'm seeing you being the most negative out of anybody here. I'm not gonna take your mod away yet, man, but like, this is getting pretty difficult to deal with, and I know the MLB community people are not the problem. Ali knows. I don't think anybody here is trying to be the problem. Let's say if Ducky and Jeffrey Lou apologize to each other, we can move on. And Jeffrey Lou, I know you didn't mean anything negative either. I'm not gonna choose sides on this. I'm gonna review Johnny's team here. Looking at his starting rotation, Francisco Liriano, pretty solid lefty starter. Now, I don't know if he has any, I don't know if he has a curveball on this specific card. If he doesn't, the pitch mix is not the most ideal, but he can still throw gas. Keith, welcome to the stream. You just joined. Basically, Ducky, who's been with me since like PUBG streams and has mod, came in here today, wanted to join the stream. Totally awesome. Jeffrey Lou joined as well. Ducky thought the chat was being toxic. I'm saying no, it's fine. It's just a little bit different environment. Jeffrey Lou called Ducky a hypocrite because Jeffrey Lou's been here more recently than Ducky. Ducky timed out Jeffrey Lou when he probably shouldn't have, and things are snowballing. Back to the team review. I like your thought process, Steve. I like your thought process. That's right. You're only 2 weeks in, Johnny. You're only 2 weeks in. I would say eventually if you get these +1s boosted up to +2s, that'll give you a little advantage. But that's good to remind me that you've only been playing this for a couple weeks. Can I play a season game? I could. Season mode, honestly, is not worth actually playing because it doesn't matter if you win or lose season mode. There's 162 games. If you simulate, you'll win enough. All right, we'll take a look at Yusmeiro Petit. That looks like a really nice reliever, though. Zimmerman, I like his starter. Keuchel, he has a good 5-pitch mix. Blanton, I'm going to have to look up Joe Blanton. I'll look up Petit as well. Looking at the bullpen, I would recommend getting a couple lefties. Matthew can try to get your team in. I certainly can try. I'm not sure how many teams I'll actually be able to get in, but I'll do as many as I reasonably can. Unknown Game, sorry to see that you're leaving the stream. I understand. I'm sorry that the chat got like this, but thanks for tuning in, man. And hopefully we'll see you again some other time and things will be a little bit more chill. Yeah, I'd recommend getting a couple of lefties in this bullpen, Johnny. Ozuna has a decent pitch mix. I'm not personally a fan of Michael Given's pitch mix, but if you like him, you can use him. Otherwise, he might be a good choice to replace with a lefty. Nate Vincent, I think, is generally pretty solid. Davinsky, he does have the knuckle curve, the cutter, the four-seamer, and the changeup, I'm pretty sure. Not a terrible pitch mix, but depending how you feel about it, if you don't like using him much, then thank you for taking care of that, Jeffrey Liu. Yeah, if you don't like Davinsky's pitch mix, you could replace him. Otherwise, you could replace Albers. Petit, I'm pretty sure, would have a good pitch mix, but we'll look at Petit and Blanton once I look at the batters for this team. Looking at the batters, Jackie Bradley Jr. actually has decent hitting stats and pretty good speed. Nice leadoff guy in center. Freeman at first, more contact than power. Phase Tip, I can try to get you in. Sorry, I have you on the list already. Phase Tip, I can try to get you in. Honestly, there's like 7 or 8 teams at least queued up at this point. Oh, it's not because of the chat. It's because you have to go on somewhere. Hey, that's all good too, man. I know. Life gets in the way. I know. When I'm not streaming, not making videos, I'm generally pretty busy. Sam's, what's good, man? It has been a while, but I'm glad to see you at the stream. Welcome back. You gave up on this game? Yeah, it does happen to people. It does happen to people. But I'm glad to see that you still support the channel and that you came out to watch the stream. Marwin Gonzalez at second base. That's right, because Altuve was hurt in the ALCS. Jeffrey Liu. Yeah, he's been with me most of the 2018 season. Maybe not from like April of 18, but he's been here for a while. Jermery Kyle, your cousin here, Pro Gamer. Welcome, Pro Gamer's cousin. Ducky, he has been here. Maybe because I didn't stream MLB Perfect Inning as much in the past. He wasn't at streams as much as videos. Emmanuel, I'll try to get to your team best I can. Looking at the rest of this team, Correa's solid at short. Shortstop is one of those positions that's tough to fill, as is left field, but I like the Ryan Braun. At DH, Jose Bautista, great power hitter. In right field, Hunter Pence. I don't know too much about his card, so I might look him up as well. I like Luke Ray at catcher, especially as you're still building a team up. Rendon at third, decent contact, maybe some power. Defensively might be a little bit shaky, but a pretty good card. Bench is just filling guys in, that's fine. So we'll look at Pence. Ducky, you've been with me, let's see, early on 2018. I can't say I remember the exact date, but basically my first PUBG stream. If I look back, whenever my first PUBG stream is when you first were here pretty much. Look up Petit, Blanton, Pence, and then we'll review our next team. But for 2 weeks in, that's a pretty good team. That is a pretty good team. Hunter Pence, I believe it was like, I wanted to say it was 2012. I'm going to guess it was 2013 maybe. Either way, it's a good contact, decentish power, solid defense, and a little bit of speed. That's not a bad card. Bautista, 101 base power. That is crazy good. Yeah, Ali, he's maybe been here a month, but he's been here pretty loyally. And look, I understand not everyone can be here all the time. Some people are going to fade in and out at times. I just want people to be civil with each other. Joe Blanton, I like that pitch mix. I'm good with that card. And then Petit. I think this was the card. 4-seamer, cutter, curveball, 2-seamer, changeup. That is actually a pretty good pitch mix as well. That is a pretty good pitch mix as well. Sam, if you didn't understand all of the complicated things on this game, Liam, I will definitely try to get you in. I know I have you on the list. How hard is it to get DTs in Overdrive? It's pretty hard. The only really good ones are from the Heavyweights promo. Alright, Cool Sood. I can try to. Certainly can try to. Ducky, you definitely have supported me, man. I definitely appreciate it. I think everyone here, except for the one person who had to be racist at one point, is trying to support me and the stream and the channel. I think we all just need to realize that we can all be cool with each other. There's no real reason to fight with each other. I think there's just a misunderstanding of what people are trying to say. All right, let me figure out who I need to review and then start getting through these. So Tie Too Tight wants a review if possible. I will try to get one in for Tie Too Tight. I certainly will. I'm making a list of who all I need to get through. So Clee Indian. I did Utopia. I did Jeff J's. I think I need to do I Got This 11. I know I need to do Legendary with that B. B Mark 44. AAQWWSE. I'm just making the list quick so I can visualize how many I need to do. I'm not sure who DBDHD is. Not saying I won't give a review to that team, but I don't know. And then Ian and Mel V5. So I've got 8 teams for sure to get in right now. Got about an hour before maintenance is probably going to start, so I'm going to do the best I can. I don't know the song A Ghetto Christmas Carol by X. I honestly haven't listened to X much. I know he unfortunately passed away, so R.I.P. to X, but I can't say I know much of his music. Noah, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. So it's an accomplishment to spend a lot of time on YouTube. Very life valued. Spending a lot of time on YouTube is not the biggest. Yeah, RIP to Stanley too. It's not the biggest achievement. If I missed anybody's team in the list, I'll read the list one more time. Clee Indian, I Got This 11, LB Legendary, B Mark 44, AAQWWSE, Jess 2, Ian 81706, and Mel V5. Those are the ones I have on the list. If I'm missing you, let me know. JD20 Best, I'll try to get you in. I will do my best to try to get you in, Matthew. JD20 Best. I'm just going based on who I see on this friends list at this point. In terms of like face reveals and stuff, the biggest thing is having a setup where I could have a face cam consistently. We're going to do LB Legendary here. He used to be the Astros, now he's the Cubs. He has all 25 players on the Cubs. Hasn't boosted him much, but let's take a look at who he has. I like his pitching rotation. I think he has the 5 best starters he could have for a Cubs team. That Hamels at least used to be rare. I don't know if it still is, but it at least used to be. Steve, yeah, I agree, man. All right, Lucas, AWWWR. I'll try to get you added here quick. As for the bullpen for Legendary's team, he does have 2 lefties, 4 righties. Now, ideally 3 and 3, but at least 2 of each is very good. Dunsing, solid lefty reliever. Wade Davis is really nice. Samardzija, a tiny bit cheesy with the K-curve and splitter. But you know what? For as many cheesers as there are in today's game, I'm not going to judge it too much. Ducky and Jeffrey, I might put you both in timeout. Again, because I don't want to pick sides. I know you're both great dudes that both want to support the channel. And honestly, all right, Mr. Tip, yeah, here, I'll send you a friend request. I'd only do it so we can have a relaxed chat for a few minutes. But I might have to do that just to get things under control a little bit. Carl Edwards Jr., he has an okay pitch mix. Travis Wood, decent. Yeah, that bullpen I'm not going to question too much. There might be better relievers out there, but I can't think of any offhand. As for the hitting lineup, Hayward in right field, decent contact hitter, good leadoff guy. Fowler in the 2-hole, another good bat. Zobrist, the second baseman in left field, that is interesting. Having him in left field over Schwarber. I know Schwarber's expensive, but Schwarber would probably be a good left fielder. Nathan, I'm pretty sure I sent you a request and you haven't accepted it yet. I was going based on who's on my list and, actually friends. Oh, Ronan's 2212. Thank you for reminding me of that. Red Sox. Thank you. Cavs are losing by 20. No, we don't need every score update. Sorry to hear the Cavs are losing. It's just going to be a rough season for him. I like Rizzo at first, Brian at third, Baez at second. He's solid. Wilson Contreras should definitely be the catcher. Yeah, Jeffrey, I can tell you're trying to calm down. Ducky, if I time you out, your mod doesn't disappear. Trust me, I know how YouTube works. I really don't want you to kill yourself, but I also want everyone to act civilly. Nathan, I already sent you one. Razor, I can try to. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have, but I can do my best to fit you in. Barney at DH. I actually should look at the non-DH lineup. In which case, Barney's off the bench along with Castro and then fill-in guys. I would say trying to get Schwarber in left field might be good. Zobrist would be a great bench guy with the super utility nature of his cards. You could also maybe try to put Baez at short, Russell to the bench, and Zobrist at second. All right, Chris Lee, your main Sports Wonders account, I'll send a friend request to now that I've finished reviewing Legendary's team. I think I made a couple recommendations here that hopefully made some sense. We'll see what you do with your team. Now I'll get BMark44 in, then I'll update the list based on new people who have added my account, and we'll keep going. BMark44, no badge. Well, he has the team badge, but no deck effect badges. How far away is he from all +2 or higher? B-Mark, you should get the +2 or higher badge on this team when you can. That being said, I like the looks of your starting rotation. Quintana, Greinke, Hamels all solid. Kluber cards are almost always good. I faced that James Shields with my Moneyball Monday team. He was definitely a tough matchup. From your bullpen, I can see you have it 2 lefties, 4 righties, decent mix, and I like Minor and Racine as your lefty. Guys, Epic Fortnite Gamer, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm almost certain they've changed it. If you're, Melvin, you're on the list. Liam, I don't think you're on the list yet because I've sent you the request, but you haven't accepted it yet, unless I'm missing something. Once you accept it, you'll be added to the list. All right. For the righty relievers, Barnett has a great pitch mix. So does Koji Uehara. I think Lorenzen has a little bit of velocity, or at least a different pitch mix. I don't know much about McCarthy. I'll look at McCarthy. But I like the bullpen otherwise. Hitting lineup, Segura, a great leadoff guy. Ducky, I'm timing you out. I'm sorry, Ducky. Like, now to be fair, Noah maybe did sort of cross the line, but Ducky, man, you can't cuss someone out because you're trying to use a power play. What do you think of the Edwin Diaz World's Best card? I'll look it up again, but I know I looked it up a couple weeks ago, and it's a pretty good card. Jeffrey Lute, yeah, dude, I don't blame you, man. Ducky, I know you're normally better than this. I'll make sure you still have your mod, man, but honestly, you've just made this stream difficult for me, and I really don't appreciate it. I said it was a family-friendly stream, Ducky, so why you drop multiple F-bombs? Like, that's just not cool, man. That's just not cool. Yeah, I don't really feel bad about timing you out at this point, man. I hope you know that I don't hold anything against you. Shimp, you got in at the right time, right after the drama died down, but welcome to the stream. Just trying to do team reviews until maintenance. Looking at B-Mark's team. Blackman in the 2-hole, good contact hitter with decent defense and some speed in center field. Not the most power, but a little bit. Then Cruz, Jeanette, Cabrera, and Stanton, all great power hitters in the 3 through 6 holes. I don't know how Jay Bruce is at left field, but I would think he's at least sort of decent. Yeah, moderators can't time out other moderators, but yeah, it's pretty simple to figure out, hopefully. Jose Abreu has some great budget cards. I like that at DH. And Molina at catcher is solid defensively in the 8 or 9 hole. Then off the bench, we'll go to the NL roster. Double shortstops with Story and Tulowitzki is kind of interesting. Story, a good power hitter. Tulo's cards generally well-rounded. The backup catcher with Perez, who can defend well. I like that move as well. Bryant, solid hitting and defensive third baseman. Okay, speed, not great, but a good card overall. And then Carlos Gonzalez, good hitter, versatile outfielder off the bench. That is a good player to have as well. Now, we'll send to Sports Winners a friend request. Alright, Razor on the list now. Let's look at who is new here. See who I still need to at least try to get team reviews in for. So we've added to the list recently 5 people. We've got Cool Sued, Mr. Tip, Ronan's 2212, Welkin 2005, and Razor 713. Kevin, welcome to the stream. This is not Battlelands. I'll stream Battlelands again tomorrow. But anyone who does play Battlelands, feel free to add Kevin or Alan. He's very good at the game. Epic Fortnite Gamer, I can try to get a team review in for you. I don't know how much time I'll have between now and maintenance. We can certainly try to get that in. Alright, a couple more people I think to add to the list. Nathan Perez and 200 IQ. I'm going to say after this point, Anyone not on the list is going to have to wait until next time. Of the people on the list, if I could talk properly, we'll get as many in as we can. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 queued up. We got Clee Indian, I Got This 11, AAQ, WWSE, Just 2, Ian 81706, Mel V5, Cool Suit, Mr. Tip, Ronan's 2212, Welkin 2005, Razor 713, Nathan Perez, and 200 IQ. Those 13, I'll get as many of you in as I can. If you're not one of those 13, I do apologize. I just realistically don't think I'll have time to get even through all 13. But I'll do the best I can. I appreciate all the support. Now we've got about 45 minutes until I think maintenance starts, so we'll get as many reviews in these next 45 minutes within reason. So you're definitely one of the next couple. You know what? We'll do you next, man. We'll do you next. It says it's Kevin because it's your dad's account. See, I say Kevin or Alan because I see both names. And just for people reading the chat, it's the easy thing to do. Yeah, Liam, I do remember that Welkin 2005 is you. Alright, let's look at AAQWWSE, also known as Soity. I hope I'm saying that name at least mostly correct. Ducky, you're shocked? What are you shocked about? You were the one not being family friendly. And that was the bottom line there. As for the pitching, though, DeGrom, well, I like the starting rotation. Chris Sale, not my favorite pitch mix, but I like the other four. And if you can rock Chris Sale, I'm not going to tell you not to rock Chris Sale. Pirates fan 17, I believe I can. You might want to remind me of your username just to make sure I have you on the list still. But I can get you in next because I know you were like the first person here. I feel like I'm just missing you somehow. Alright, good luck in your tournament game, Simp. Thanks for tuning in, even if it was just for a couple minutes. We'll see you around, man. We can message each other later or something. Alright, I'll call you Alan instead of Kevin. I can do that. The bullpen for Soity. Couple lefties, 4 righties. Hater more of a velocity guy than a pitch mix guy. O'Flaherty a decent pitch mix though, and then the righties, Osuna and Davis both solid. I think Melanson has both the K curve and the splitter, which is pretty good. Oh, your name is actually Dylan? I'll call you Dylan if that's easier. Whatever you'd like. Whatever you'd like. Jeffrey, I definitely try to be a nice guy now. It's hard to be nice to everybody 100% of the time. But I do the best I can. By no means was me timing out trying to be mean. It was trying to make things chill. Just trying to make things chill. I appreciate it, Alan. Appreciate the sub and the like. I will be streaming Battlelands Royale tomorrow, by the way, Alan. So if you are more into that, I will be streaming that again tomorrow. Probably around 8 p.m. Eastern. That is a really nice Melanson, though, at +6. You want to see the Burns card? Yeah, I'll pull up the Burns card. We're looking at the Bears now. Lucky, I said it was family friendly and you dropped F-bombs. I don't know what you possibly could have expected. Fortnite Gamer, you're +7. Trinan is on the market for a full week and hasn't sold. Problem is that +7s are just tough to sell. I appreciate it. Alright, I'll call you Dylan instead of Soity. That definitely works. I appreciate it, Alan. I try to be good at this game. I don't think I'm the best, but I would say realistically I feel like I'm pretty good at it. So I'll definitely take that. Anyways, for the hitting lineup for Dylan here, Melvin, I think you are probably third or fourth up, which will definitely get in because we have 40 minutes left. I'll get at least 5 or 6 more in. I'll get 5 or 6 more in. Okay, I appreciate the support, man, but I don't want to be guilted into stuff when I'm trying to live stream and have fun and interact with the entire chat. Oh. Like, Ducky, if I didn't appreciate you, I would have already taken your mod away. That's the last thing I'm going to say. I hope we can all behave ourselves before I have to take further action, but let's actually review some teams. Have some fun. Yeah. Pirates fan, do you have, like, Instagram or Discord or Twitter? Because if you do, we can message each other. Battlelands, it's kind of a Fortnite ripoff. I'd say it's more, like, it has elements of Fortnite, but it's a lot more similar to PUBG, in my opinion, because it doesn't have the building. Yeah, 5.2 billion is a lot of coins, and if that helps you boost your Diaz. No, dude, you're cool, man. I know sometimes you spend a tiny bit, but whenever I warn you, you always chill now. So, no, I know that the actions of a mod in this chat don't reflect me, in any way having a problem with you. Like, I'm honest with you when I have a problem with what you're doing, and you're always pretty chill about it, so I really appreciate that. Oh, anyways, this team, Dozier, good hitting, decent fielding, and actually pretty good speed at second base. This card might actually be better than Altuve. Outside of Altuve's world best card, this Dozier card might be one of the best, if not the best, second base cards in the game. Trout in center field, always well-rounded. Brian at third, going to hit for decent power. Okay defense. Ducky, I'm sorry to see you go, man. But if it's what's best, it's what's best. You should still have my Instagram. We can talk about things later if you'd like. I don't want things to be argumentative like this, but if that's how it's going to be, it might be for the best for now to take a deep breath, take a step back. I'd still like to talk about things, Ducky, even if this is the end, just so you know that, like, I'm not mad at you. I don't hold things against you, anything like that. Yeah, I like to talk things out. Fortnite gamer, you'd like to play me someday? Alright, we can try to get something in. I have some ideas. Basically, I'm going to incorporate gameplay with you guys into Moneyball and Plus 10 Tuesday. Do I stream on Wednesday at the same time? For the most part, Evan, I'd say it's normally within a few minutes of the same time. Basically, the last couple hours until maintenance is going to start, I stream every Wednesday doing team reviews as much as I can. Oof, +8 Tommy John with the screwball. That sounds absolutely awful, to be honest. That sounds awful, to be honest. I'll make a post in the community tab once maintenance starts about trying to get game plan with you guys. So once maintenance starts and the stream is wrapping up, I'll make the post in the community tab. Then if you guys go comment on that, I'll have instructions for how I'm going to handle things. And we can hopefully, try to get gameplays in and figured out and scheduled from there. Dylan, I can try to get you in, although I have 11 or 12 people on the list still to review. So I'd say the odds that I actually get a review in for your team, unfortunately, are pretty low. Plus on Santiago, that's brutal too. I think maintenance starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm pretty sure it starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. There's a tiny chance it starts at 10 p.m. Eastern, but I don't think Koreans use daylight savings time. No, yeah, we can try to get a game in tomorrow or something. So I normally start the stream an hour and a half to 2 hours before maintenance is going to start. So with the time change, I've been starting it around 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Today I started around 7:15 or 7:20. Looking at the rest of this team, Lindor, great hitting shortstop with good defense. Martinez, good power hitter in right field. Same with Davis at first. Cruz. Yelich, a right fielder in left field, is kind of strange. Ducky with the heart message on Instagram. I'll respond to him once we're in maintenance. Alright, Stevie, I'll hit you up once maintenance starts, once the stream's done, once I've made the community post. We can talk about... I know you're trying to get the recording set up, and we can probably talk about getting games in as well. Chris, you got 10 runs off of Screwball. Nice. Nice. Molina, good defensive catcher. And then off the bench, Springer, that's a really good card. Ellsbury, good speed. Stanton, great hitter. And then Smoking Gums, probably just to fill in. Roy Oswalt does have the S-curve. Hey, the S-curve is the old K-curve, and the old K-curve was awful. Dylan, if there's anything I didn't advise your team on that you wanted, let me know. I probably got kind of sidetracked there, and I do apologize for that. But now, up next, we're going to review I Got This 11. I Got This 11. I think that's you, Emmanuel, which means that Pirates Fan 17, I don't know if I have you added or not. If I don't have you added, let me know so I can get you added. Looking at I Got This 11, the starting rotation. I like Stroman, I like Kershaw, I like Arrieta. Cologne, if you know how to use him, is a good card. He frustrated me for a while, but I've gotten better with him recently. And then Chris Sale, again, not my personal favorite, although Bartolo Colon, who has a very similar pitch mix I was dominant with yesterday. So I'm not going to question him as much anymore. Out of the bullpens, I would say get a second lefty if you can. I know Jordan Hicks, with his ridiculous velocity, is kind of cheesy. I mean, where you face cheesers, or not cheesies, cheesers, it's a good card to have. As long as you fully acknowledge it's there basically to cheese against cheesers. Chapman, a good velocity guy for a lefty. See, if you can hit the cheesy pitches, then they're easy. But if not, then they're tough. I like Herrera as a righty. O'Day with the submarine action is good. I would probably replace Betances or maybe Robertson. I think Robertson has the K-curve, which is kind of a nice pitch. I would probably lean towards Betances. Melvin, you're in the next, one or two people. Ducky, I'll respond to you on Instagram once I'm done with this stream. Okay? I saw you sent me some messages. I'll get back to you on them in a few minutes here. Bartolo is good, assuming you know how to use him. Sale is easy to hit. The thing with Sale is that to have him be effective, you need to not throw too many pitches over the plate for strikes. And also try to throw to similar locations with different pitches to make your mixes less predictable. Yeah, I saw what you said, Ducky. We'll talk. We'll talk when I'm done with the stream. Tyler, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you've been well recently. But I would probably replace Betances or possibly Robertson with a lefty. The hitting lineup. All right, you're you're an NL team, I would lead off with Billy Hamilton because he's your speed guy. Get him on base and run around with him. I love it. Prior to him, you used his career high before you converted to an all-Indians team. Curve is very similar to a curveball. More movement, less movement. Depending on the movement that messes with you. Regardless, I think it's a decent... let's just everyone chill. As for the rest of this team, Baez, that's a really good card. Simmons, probably decent contact and really good defense. Duckies and Jeffrey Liu and a couple other people. Noah maybe Tight or Pirates fan. I'm not trying to name names to throw anyone under the bus, but there's been tension between them. We're trying to not fight. We're trying to keep things civil, but that's easier said than done. Springer, a solid right fielder. Bryant in left, that actually works pretty well. Rizzo, good contact hitting first baseman. Cabrera, great power hitting third baseman. Our catcher can hit well. Not the best defender, but that's okay. Then off the bench, most of those cards are pretty good. Only one I don't know about is Stanton. I'll look him up quick, but I like the rest of that batting lineup. I'd say just get a lefty reliever. I'll look up Stanton quick. Then we'll get on to our next team. Trying to get as many as I can in. So this Stanton card, 101 base power. Not the strongest defensive right fielder that I've seen, but 85 speed, that's actually pretty good. So if you don't need too much defense in right field, that is a good-looking Giancarlo Stanton. That is a good-looking Giancarlo Stanton. Now, Tight. We'll get him in next. Then we'll get Melvin. Then Just 2. Then Ian. And then we'll see how much more time we have from there. I should for sure have time for these 4. About 7 minutes each is reasonable. Why use Hamilton for a +10 super card? Oh, the Cabrera has 110 plus contact. That is crazy good. That is crazy good. Looking at Tight's team, I still like the starting rotation. I still really like the starting rotation. That Simmer card is honestly pretty tough to face. I'm not going to lie to you, Tight. That Simmer card is generally one of the tougher ones I've faced. Hand is solid. I haven't seen much of Allen. Smith with the submarine action is pretty tough to face. Sip, a good second lefty. And I trust you know what you're doing with McAllister. Now, your hitting lineup, I shut down your batters pretty good. But, man, that Ramirez and Gomes, those were both really tough-looking matchups. Brantley has really good contact. Again, I was only ever hating on him because I think Eddie Rosario should have made the All-Star team. But I respect that card, and it is a very good card. That Melky and the Asdrubal Cabrera, low-key, are both scary-looking matchups to face. As for, like, Lindor, Kipnis, Chu, and Santana, I mean, look, they're still really good cards. They don't stand out to me as much as your 2 through 6 hitters, but that doesn't mean they're awful. Then your bench is just kind of there. You're not really ever going to use your bench. If you did want to use your bench, I'd upgrade some of those guys. But, I mean, with this current team, at most I'd say try to get a live SC Lindor. Because those are my favorite Lindor cards personally. but I really like what you're rocking with this team. I really do. So now we're on to Melv5, or Melvin. Melvin, if you're here, I'm about to review your team. Looking at Melvin's team. I should look up the Eovaldi pitch mix, but I like Felix. Verlander and Strasburg are both solid. I'll look up Eovaldi and Santana. As for the bullpen, Claudio, good lefty, to have it closer. No, is this wrong? And then a ton of emojis. What? Oh, and I said you're not an all-starter, Brantley. I mean, Brantley's WAR was like 1, and Rosario's was 4 at the time. None did at 5. That's what I meant by he's not an all-star. That's what I meant by that. I mean, Brantley's still, like, he's still good. Like, if there was an AL versus AL all-star team, he'd be, like, on the second AL roster, in my opinion. I think Andujar and Ohtani were pretty close to each other for Rookie of the Year. I think they were pretty close. I can't complain too much either way. Can't complain too much either way. I think that was a pretty close race. Looking at the rest of this bullpen, Hader's going to have good velocity. Claudio with the pitch mix. O'Day, the sidearm action. Herrera, good pitch mix. Same with Clippard. And Robertson's decent. So we're going to look up Eovaldi and Santana. As for the hitting lineup, I don't know much about that Bogart, so I'll look it up. But Zobrist at second, that's a solid card of his. Machado at third, good power hitter with defense. Not much speed on that card, but that's okay. Edwin at DH, great power hitter. Same with Davis and Cruz. Cruz not going to defend well, but a definite power hitter. Liam, yeah, I can almost certainly try to get you in next live stream, if not this one. I'll still try to get you in if I can on this one. I'll save the list of people I don't get in this stream, and we'll use that as the basis for next stream. That's what I'll start doing, is making the list so we can have a fair way of going about things. Holiday, good left fielder. Jones, I'd say average at center. Not great, but not awful either. And if he's cheap enough, it's a good budget option. And Yachty at catcher, I like him. Yeah, and Andujar also costed the Yankees 25 runs on defense. As for the bench, Batista, good power hitter. Good right fielder. I think he can play first base as well. Bryant with versatility and a good bat. I like both of those cards. That 2012 WAR Chase Headley at third base. Very underrated. Very underrated. JBJ, good speed, and then Pedroia a throw-in. So we're going to look up Bogarts, Santana, and Eovaldi. But I like the rest of the team for the most part. Irvin Santana. That's actually a decent pitch mix. I like that. Eovaldi. CS win card. It's just different pitch mix. It can be functional. It can be functional. And then we're going to look up Bogarts. Pretty solid shortstop. Decent hitting. Good speed. Good defense. I can see those three. I can see it. Alright, up next is Just 2, and then Ian. And then we'll get into as many other teams from there as we can. Yeah, awards are not based on postseason performance. That is a good point. And an important point. Now, here we go. Not anything for team beds, that's okay. We'll just look at the players on this team. Starting rotation is solid. In the bullpen, 3 lefties, 3 righties. That's good. I like Minor, I like Cecil, I like Smith, I like Soria. Robertson's pretty okay. I know he has a little hitch in his windup that makes him a nice reliever. Andrew Miller, I find him very hittable. I'd say he'd be the most replaceable and the least good reliever out there. But it's not an awful card entirely. I lead. Alright, there we go. It's not an entirely awful card. It could just be better. What else besides auto-playing seasons can make coins? Turn battle. Getting free packs. Yeah, I'd say selling players. Daily logins is important. Pirates fan, what's your username? Because I feel like I'm missing you because I'm missing your username somehow. She spent diamonds on tickets for season. If you're not going to get a season in for a day, but the tickets would help you do it, I would say yes. Ian, you're up literally after this team. Yeah, Ian, so you'll be up literally after Just 2's team review. I'd say maybe replace Miller because I find him hittable. Tristan P, I don't think I have you added here. Let me check. Yeah, your list is full. If you get me added, because you were literally the first person in the chat, I will make sure to get you in if you get me added. If not, nothing I can do. As for the hitting lineup for Just 2, Altuve is like the perfect leadoff guy. Good contact, good speed, not a ton of power. Trout, very well-rounded, good 2-hole hitter. Cruz, Pujols, Cabrera, 3, 4, 5, good power hitters. Holiday and Worth in left and right, both are good hitting cards. Solid but not spectacular defense. Speed, not the best. But in the outfield, they're going to hold down the corners. Ali, I'm going to end the stream, I'd say about 5 minutes after maintenance starts. I'm anticipating maintenance starting in about 15 minutes, so I'd say about 20 minutes. Nathan, I do have you on the list. Just 2 and Ian are next. Then, and then Pirates fan because he was literally the first person here. And then after that, I have Cool Suit, Mr. Tip Ronins, Lelkin, Razor, Nathan, and 200 IQ. I'll probably throw all 7 in a random list generator, and whatever order it comes up with, go through that, because I know those 7 all requested around the same times. I want to be as fair as I can, trying to get those in. Mauer, good hitting catcher, not the best defensively, but he's tolerable. And then Ramirez, good contact hitting shortstop, good speed, good defense, just lacks power. I wish the fighting part of the chat would chill. Probably going to have to talk to some of you guys off stream after the fact, but if you guys can just ignore each other or whatever. at least keep the chat civil. That would be much appreciated. Nathan, I can try to get to you, man. I will do my absolute best. If I run out of time because of maintenance, there's unfortunately not much I can do, though. I will try my best, but if it doesn't work, it will be because of maintenance, and I'll keep you on a list with other people I don't get in this week to prioritize your team reviews for next week. Around the same time, Wednesday night, I think that is a fair solution, and I hope it's understandable. As for the rest of Just 2's team, the bench, Donaldson, very solid at third. Abreu, budget beast. Gardner should have a little bit of speed. Bench is pretty solid. I'd say overall, maybe a better defensive catcher somewhere. Oh, wow. Villanova got destroyed in basketball. And then maybe replacing Andrew Miller. Up next is Ian. Jeffrey, I'm going to talk to Ducky when the stream's done. What I'll ask you to do for now, Jeffrey, and I know it's going to be really hard, is trying to just ignore Ducky for the next few minutes. Just ignore him for the next 2 minutes. Just spend 2 minutes per team review. I could try to spend like 4 or 5, get a few in, but man, 2 minutes of team review is just not practical, unfortunately. I'll try to go quickly, though, while still being considerate to everyone involved. Looking at Ian's team, I like the starting rotation. No complaints about the pitch mixes there. 4 lefties and 2 righties. That's a rare sight in the bullpen. I like Cecil. I like Racine. I like O'Flaherty. Sale, if he has a splitter, is a nice reliever. If he doesn't have the splitter, it's kind of ho-hum. Robertson's a decent righty. All right, Jeffrey Liu. Yeah, we can talk on Instagram after the stream. We can talk on Instagram after the stream. I'm not too upset with you, man. We can talk about things a little bit, certainly. But for now, I'm just going to try to focus on team reviews. With Kenley Jansen, I don't like his pitch mix, just his slider, cutter, and fastball. I mean, those are decent pitches, but I'd rather have a couple more and different pitches in the mix. I've said budget beast about Abreu, and you don't think you know his cards. I can try to look up a couple of them at some point. Ducky, because you're the one that's been dropping F-bombs. And you want to be special having been a mod for 6 months. So you're going to be special being a mod for 6 months. Champs Room, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Trying to get team reviews in. Unfortunately, the chat's a little on edge. Yeah, I'll look up some Jose Abreu's, but man, I got like his 87, or no, like his 85 with 97 contacts, 93 power for literally 50 million coins. Like, he has some really good hitting cards for cheap. Is Capsule a ripoff? I mean, it's completely free, Carson, so it's not a ripoff because it's completely free, but Capsules honestly completely suck in this game. Like, Capsules are absolute trash in this game, but they're not really ripoffs because it's completely free. Looking at this team, though, Utley, good power hitting second baseman, good defense, might lack in speed a little bit. Taylor, a good speedy contact guy in left field. Tiny bit of power, not the most, though. Might be a good bench option if you get a different left fielder because he should be pretty versatile. Rizzo, good contact hitting defense, first baseman with a little bit of power. Yeah, honestly, the only good capsule stuff, unless you get a golden capsule, are the complete tickets. Matt Kemp in center field. Nice card, along with Puig and right. Kinsler, interesting choice at DH, but he should hit pretty well. Probably has at least a tiny bit of speed, and he could fill in at second base. This is an NL team, too, which means Kinsler is going to be off the bench. Mauer at catcher can hit well. Defensively, he's slightly above average. Not great, but not terrible either. And honestly, I did promote a couple people to mod just based on long-term activity. I know you've been here for a few streams, champs. I know you've been here for a few streams. So as long as you keep showing up, I could reasonably promote you within a week or so. I mean, honestly, I'd say at this point just have a couple more be active a couple more times. Chat has been pretty bad tonight compared to literally almost every other time, Liam. I do agree with that. I apologize to anyone whose stream experience has been negatively affected by the chat. Wish things were better. Wish things were better. Alright, Tristan P, I'll try it, and then we'll review the rest of Ian's hitting lineup. Seager's a solid shortstop. Good defense, decent hitting. Not the most speed, but that's okay. Then Turner at third base in the 9-hole. I don't remember the exact stats on him. I think he's decent, but maybe not the greatest. It's okay, though. Off the bench, Posey, good backup catcher, so Mauer can be subbed out if needed. I like Springer, Bregman, Holiday, McCutcheon, and then if deal. But you're not going to get those stats on many, if any, other cards at that price point. Alright, so now, if Pirates fan gets me added, I will review him, because he was literally the first person at the stream. Otherwise, of the 7 remaining people who I've said I'll review, putting all of you in a random list, randomize it. Up first is Cool Sood. And then Welkin is second, so there's a chance I get to him. Liam, there is a chance I get to you, depending how quickly I can go. And then maintenance will probably start there, at which point we'll start to wrap the stream up. If maintenance is an hour later, I'll keep going. I just don't think it is. Anyways, for this team, I don't really like Chris Archer's pitch mix, but I like the other 4. I'm going to look up Archer super quick, because that pitcher card of Archer's where it says high class might actually have a decent mix. Without the curveball, not my favorite. Could be worse, though. You're already friends with me? No, I sent you a friend request, man. I'm waiting for you to accept it. Waiting for you to accept it, my friend. So, I mean, outside of Archer, which, if you know how to use Archer, he's good. I like the other guys. In the bullpen, I would get a second lefty. I like Soria. Alvarez is solid. I like Herrera. I would honestly replace Addison Reed, who I think has the worst pitch mix, with another lefty. But the rest of those guys, not too bad. As for the hitting lineup, Upton a solid left fielder. I don't know about him as a leadoff hitter. I would probably lead off with Blackman or something. But Upton not bad in left. Outfield in general not bad. Cabrera good power hitter. Walker and Molina should probably be towards the bottom of your lineup, but they're not. They're not awful cards. I'll look up Walker. Molina great defensively. Freeman really solid at first base, as is Votto at DH. Both great hitters who can defend. And Gregorius a great defensive shortstop with decent hitting stats. Stream shouldn't be over yet. The bench just kind of filler. Polanco, Stanton, and Wieters are nice bench options. We'll look up Walker quick, then I'll try to get to Liam. Unless Pirates fan has me added now. Neil Walker. Better against righties than lefties. Decent power, decent defense, 85 speed. Not too bad. Not too bad. Who... Alright, added whoever that is. We're going to review Liam's team now. So Liam, we'll at least get like half a review. If I don't finish it, I'll keep you on the list. Looking at your pitching rotation, I like all 5 starters. Can't say I'm the most familiar with that, but I'm pretty sure he has a nice pitch mix. As for your bullpen, I like Loop, I like Rogers, Melanson, Biagini, and Hughes. I'll look up Wagner if I have time, but as a legendary closer, he's almost certainly good. Almost certainly good. What is the best Bumgarner card to pick up? I'll look it up if I can. Wi-Fi dude, can I check your team? I can try to. I might be running out of time. Just because I think maintenance starts in 2 minutes, and if it does, then in 2 minutes I can still talk to you guys. I can talk and read the chat, but in terms of looking at teams, doing reviews, anything like that, that's out the window. Looking at this hitting lineup, Altuve, great leadoff guy again. Big contact, big speed. Defense at second base, at least good enough to get by. And this card might have a little bit of power. If not, you don't really need a ton of power from a leadoff guy. You want to get him on base, move him into scoring position, and then let your power bats take over. Bats in the 2-hole seems like another great fit. I want to look up his exact stats if I can, along with Billy Wagner. But if not, I know he's just going to be generally well-rounded. In the 3-hole, Ryan Braun, reasonably well-rounded hitting. Solid but not spectacular defense in left. Yelich in right, great hitter. Honestly, pretty bad defense in terms of a throwing arm. But not the worst card ever by any means. Donaldson in the 5-hole can rake and defend at third. Lindor in the 6th hole, another guy who can rake and defend at short. David Wright at DH. That's a little bit different. Wi-Fi dude, I can try to add. Have you sent a friend request? If so, I think I have you added. If not, send one or let me know your username and I will get you added. Looking at the rest of this team. Wright, decent hitter. More contact than power. Interesting DH choice, but not a terrible card. Edwin at first, good power hitter. And McKenna, good hitter at catcher with at least solid defense. Probably not spectacular. Off the bench, Batista can really mash. Hayward, good contact guy, and maintenance started. So, Liam, you know what? I'm going to move you to the bottom of the list, Liam, but I will keep you on the list to try to give you a better review next week. Cool suit I did get in. So we got Mr. Tip, Ronan's, Razor, Nathan Perez, 200 IQ, and Liam Elkin on the list for next week. Anyone else who's here right now and did not get a review this week, I'll get on the list next week. We can talk for a couple more minutes, and then I'll probably wrap the stream up pretty soon after. Are you saying do Madden after? Oh, no, I understand typos happen, man. As long as I can understand what you're saying. My next live stream is going to be Battlelands Royale tomorrow. I can try to do Madden Overdrive again for a stream sometime soon. If there's anything you guys would like to see specifically in a future live stream, you can let me know. Sorry, I was just typing the message. Nathan, I have you added. I think I switched to a different account. Ducky, I'll go to Instagram in a few minutes. Once I officially end the stream. There should be a Legend Babe Ruth. The problem with that would be licensing, but that would be absolutely dope. Razor, we'll see you next week, man. I do have you on the list. You are third. You're third in order for next week's stream. Yep, like Tight said, I stream team reviews every Wednesday. At least almost every Wednesday. Awesome guy, I can absolutely add you to the list. Just let me know your actual, like your in-game username, so I make sure I have you added. Dude, I 100% think the Vikings will win. What I will say, though, is I think the game will come down to the Vikings' defense against the Bears' offense. I think the Vikings' offense is going to be good for, like, somewhere in the 24 to 34 point range. I think the question will be if the Vikings defense can pressure Mitch Trubisky and make him make mistakes or not. If they do, I think the Vikings win. If the defense can't get pressure on Trubisky, he'll have time. He'll find his weapons, and there is a chance the Bears could win. Liam, I'm glad I got a little one in, and I do have you on next week's list as well. Facecam, I need a better setup to do that. The problem with this setup is I'm streaming directly from my phone, and iOS doesn't allow you to put a face cam on with the same overlay. Is it bad if your entire lineup is righties? Do you mean for hitters or for pitchers, Epic Fortnite Gamer? Phase Tip. You are first up next week. If you want me to move you down a bit to make sure you're here, let me know, and I can do that. But you are actually first in line for next week. Alright, XX Anti-Dab Squad. Yeah, I'll get you added to the list. I know I have you added on this account. XX Anti-Dab Squad. So we're now 7 people deep. And if you want to be moved back in the order a little bit, I'd say normally I get 12 teams. I'd say roughly a team every 10 minutes. Yeah, I record the same way I stream. So the problem is just that there's no good way to get a face cam on the setup. I can try to get one at some point. Honestly, the biggest thing would be changing up my whole setup For hitters, I would say it matters more how they hit righties versus lefties, because the pitchers aren't affected by facing righties versus lefties. It's just if righties hit lefties better, or if righties hit other righties better. So you can mix the guys that hit righties well with guys that hit lefties well. It doesn't matter which side of the plate they hit from, in my opinion. I'd say at most there's some like psychological stuff. Maybe having one or two lefties would be good just to mix it up. Alright, phase tip, I'll keep you first if you want to. I normally stream. Well, now with the time change, I'm going to plan on normally streaming at least on Wednesdays, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Alright, Ducky, yeah, I'll literally hit you up within the next 5 minutes at most. Dude, Battle Royale and Perfect Inning would be dope. Club versus Club would be dope. Honestly, any of that. I have played 9 innings. I have played 9 innings now. Not much recently. But man, like, 9 innings is a really fun game. Have I gone to a Padres game? I don't think I have. If I did, it certainly wasn't in San Diego. I've seen the Twins play against the Mets, the Dodgers, the Blue Jays. Certainly all of the AL Central teams, the White Sox, the Royals, the Indians, and the Tigers. I've seen them against both the Yankees and the Red Sox. Who else have I seen? Literally pulling up lists of MLB teams. Just so I can go through all the matchups I've seen. I've seen the Rays. I've seen the Orioles. So I've seen the entire... Honestly, I've seen every American League team at least once against the Twins. I saw the Rays against the White Sox from Mark Burley's Perfect Game in person. I mean, like on TV, I've seen all 30 teams. Alright, we'll see you later, Champs Room. Thank goodness you're on Thanksgiving break next week. Yeah, that's good. I'll have to take a look at what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. I'm hoping to stream next Wednesday. If not, I might move the stream next week to Tuesday if I'm busy Wednesday with like pre-Thanksgiving, but I don't think I will be. Now, I've seen the Cardinals a couple times. I've seen them against the Giants. I've seen them against the Cubs. I've seen the Reds against the Brewers. I don't think I've seen the Phillies. I don't think I've seen the Braves. I don't think I've seen the Marlins. I don't think I've seen the Nationals. I'm pretty sure I've seen the entire NL Central besides the Pirates. And I'm pretty sure in the NL West I've not seen the D-backs, the Rockies, or Padres. I need to see the D-backs, Rockies, Padres, Phillies, Braves, Marlins, and Nationals. So 7 teams I haven't seen in person. Yeah, I'm glad I made your first experience here great. Awesome guy, 2151. Yeah, if they had a draft that cost $100 million, honestly, I would pay GP to have a battle royale or draft similar to MLB The Show. If I had to pay GP, even diamonds, because I can grind for free diamonds and then go from there, that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm probably going to wrap the stream up in about 30 seconds here, guys. If anyone has anything else they want to say in the chat, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, I'll stream MLB again next week. Between now and then, I'll have videos come out. I premiere them. I try to be at almost all my video premieres in the chat if you guys want to interact that way. I'll also make a post on the community tab. I'll be on Twitter, Discord, Instagram, all of that. Dude, that'd be dope, like a free Battle Royale ticket each week. And then, like, you could pay for additional chances. That would actually be really awesome. I'm going to cut the stream off right here. I'll respond to the chat for the next couple minutes by typing if anyone says anything else. But that's going to do it for the stream. Thanks, everyone, for making it awesome. I know the chat was a little bit difficult, so I appreciate everyone who was able to be mostly level-headed about things. I'll talk to the people I think I should talk to off-stream to try to get that more under control for future weeks. I think Machado, yeah, he could go to the Yankees, especially with Didi hurt. But thanks, everyone, for tuning in. And until next time. And as always, peace out.